Of course, you're right on the Supreme Court judgment that was recently delivered on CDF. And just to give a context, because we have been through this since the promulgation of the new constitution, and there was the debate of the separation of the two levels of government, that we shouldn't have an intermediary in between. But I want to say, without a fear of any doubt in my mind, that if there is any resources that have been touched and felt by mwananchi, it is the CDF. And it's unfortunate that even during this electioneering period, we have even some head teachers or some principals, rather, of high schools sending children away and telling them that CDF is gone, so you will not be able to go to school because they have seen that judgment on the newspapers. Yes, and it will affect a lot of people. So just to say, in terms of touching lives, compared to the billions that counties get and what CDF gets, I think we have a better structure, we have a better way of running it, and apart from being the patron, really, is like an overseer position. The MP has no direct role. That's why we have a manager, we have a whole committee constituted of people from the constituencies that they apply. So it has a whole procedure on how to run it. And I think it has been felt far and wide in terms of infrastructure, in terms of schools, in terms of bursaries to children, in terms of supporting education, supporting security and other issues. But to this case, I think when the new constitution happened, the case did not start at the Supreme Court. It began, of course, at the lower courts, and it has gone through to the Supreme Court. But the act that was ruled on was the act that was earlier, which was 2013. And in 2015, Parliament amended it and aligned it to the Constitution, because that was the requirement by the court, the lower court that time, that it is not aligned to the new Constitution. That is why it was amended, and it was now referred to the national government, CDF, to be able to align to the new Constitution. So that law is still there. You know, the 2015 is the one that supersedes the 2013 Act. So we will be looking at ways in Parliament to actually be able to circumvent it, because I don't think any member of Parliament or any voter for that matter would be willing to let go of CDF.
That's interesting that we find the ways to circumvent it.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, at the moment, the patron role, you're saying that you don't have a direct role, it's just a patron role. What is that? What does that entail, and why is it even necessary?
It entails in a way because the money is divided per constituency. Who represents the constituency? It is the member of Parliament. So what you do, you are like I would say, an overseer, and a patron role is not directly involved in the management of the fund. So you will only really be like a supervisor. But the people running this fund is the people that are sitting in the committee, and the people, the person called the CDF manager. That CDF manager role is actually a civil servant. They are actually seconded from the departments or in national government. But when I say circumvent, I don't mean like ignore the Supreme Court, no. I mean, because even in these court cases that have happened, Parliament is allowed by law to actually be enjoined in the cases. And we have been enjoined in these cases. Even this one, Parliament was actually represented because we have the constitutional right to be represented. So I know eventually we will get a solution to ensure that that NGCDF Act is not unconstitutional. Not, the one that has been declared unconstitutional is the 2013 one.